At the sideline of Baku Climate Conference COP29 happening, I have with me Madam Maria Neira. She's the head of WHO, World Health Organization, and I had the privilege of meeting her before as well. Madam, how the things are progressing in Baku so far now?
You know, when you work on public health and we are trying to promote the integration of health into the negotiations of the COP, you are never satisfied with the level of ambition and the speed. So if you want me to say that, yes, things are progressing, but certainly not at the ambition level and the speed that will correspond to the magnitude of the problem. Last year, true, historic, a health day, a declaration, many countries, many ministers of health, a lot of representatives of the health community. 1 year later, the movement has grown. The positive thing is that we have now the health community very much engaged on decarbonizing our own health systems, reducing our own carbon footprint. This is something very positive happening through ATTACH, which is this alliance that WHO is leading together with 91 countries. The other positive thing is that there is no or very little health professionals associations that are not now joining this movement on claiming that the climate crisis is a health crisis and therefore promoting more action. In terms of financial support for climate change and health, not huge progresses, some little progress, but again, not at the level of ambition that we would like to. And in terms of results, I think the only one of the positive ones is the fact that now the percentage of green renewable energy to the whole energy consumption and production is increasing, but still the rest of the indicators, as we saw at the Lancet countdown, I'm afraid they are not very positive ones. We are still struggling in pushing and maintaining that big effort because we are not yet there.
We'll come to the figure, but before that, you mentioned about the last year. Last year, WHO took the lead in forging the alliance on climate and health, and it was one of the peak points of Dubai Climate Conference. So how did it move over the last 1 year? Where do you stand right now? Is it strengthened or has it been in the stagnant? How you see it?
No, we are standing, and we have now reached, yesterday we have reached the number of 91 countries. Azerbaijan signed yesterday their membership to the ATTACH alliance.
The number of countries has increased? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's a big increase compared with last year, at least a 30%, 40% increase regarding the number of countries that were already joining. And in addition to that, we have more than 70 participants, partners, from different sectors of society and associations. So this is represents a substantial increase in the number of countries joining us, yes.
What about India? India was one of the kind of missing country in the last year list. So any progress on India's participation in this?
I think we keep obviously engaged with India. We are very much talking with them on the interlinkages between climate change and air pollution and how much the two things are affecting the health of the people. Maybe we are not as successful with India as we would like to, and it's not the lack of knowledge. India has incredible number of experts, scientific evidence, interventions that are more or less taking place. They have panels and they have already very substantial work done. I think now requires maybe a big push because the figures that we are getting, even yesterday on the newspaper, we saw that the level of PM 2.5 in New Delhi, for instance, they were extremely high. So we are definitely still pushing, and I'm sure that India will move. We want India to champion. India has technology. India has an incredible health community, experts community, scientists, and good politicians. So I think this push is about to come, or at least I want to remain positive on that, and it gives me a lot of hope.
Just to probe a bit more, according to what really has stopped India from signing this or part of this so far? Any specific reason you feel like?
As far as we know, they didn't express any concern about or any reason why. So it looks more as a kind of procedural, and we are hoping that soon India will join us as well on all of these efforts. The resolution on climate change and health that we approved at the World Health Assembly, India was very strongly supporting it. The general program of work of WHO, the one that defined the priorities for the global health, was endorsed by India as well. So we definitely, G7, G20, India endorsed as well the declarations on climate change and health. So we know that India will
join Summit Conference. My final question is that climate change and air pollution are now the two big issues in global perspective. And South Asia, countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh are all being affected by both air pollution and climate change. So does many other countries. Any strategy from WHO on that account to counter this double whammy together?
Yeah, for us, air pollution and climate change are absolutely the two sides of the same coin. So for us, anytime we push for accelerating transition to clean sources of energy, we do it for mitigating the causes of climate change. But because we know that the health benefits obtained from that will be almost immediate on the reduction of the air pollution, the toxicity of the